InsideThunder.com. Powered by Wheeler Whitlock Insurance.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner at Chesapeake Energy Arena. The thunder rolled and the earth beneath our feet here at the arena rumbled. 3 earthquakes in Oklahoma during the game. We felt one of them, at least I did, here at the arena, that 4.8 magnitude earthquake. The Thunder were shaking the rims with some big dunks from Russell Westbrook and several others. Russ and Kevin Durant, who returned from injury, both had big nights. KD with 26 points on 9 for 18 shooting, 2 for 3 from three-point range, and he had 17 rebounds. That's just one short of his career high. Westbrook with 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Also a big night from Dion Waiters. Waiters ending up with 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Waiters had been in a shooting slump here for the last several games. Thunder had a big lead early, and they kept it all the way through the game. They led by as many as 24 and ended up winning by 18, 112-94 over the Memphis Grizzlies. Defense was good, rebounding was good, offense was good, everything was pretty darn good for the Thunder on this night. After the game, we heard from head coach Billy Donovan and also from Steven Adams and Russell Westbrook.
I thought to start the game, we were, I think, pretty focused defensively. It was, I thought we made some improvements from our last game where, Sacramento's a terrific transition and offensive team, but I thought tonight we did a better job, concentration, focus. I think we withstood some of their runs defensively. I thought Steven, maybe he's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but did a great job post-defense-wise, made it very, very difficult down there. It was very, very physical. And then I think, as I said before the game started about Dion, his shots fell, but he was getting guys shots, he was defending, he was doing other things, he was active, and I hope for him, even though the ball did go in the basket a little bit more, there was other things that he did to really contribute. So I thought overall it was a good win. And obviously we go on the road now for 3 games where we're going to need to carry over this kind of concentration and focus that we had today, going and playing 3 on the road now.
Coach, Kevin had a little slow start shooting, but was able, almost like you talked about with Dion, helping in other ways, dominate on the boards. Just talk about his overall performance.
Well, like I've said this many times about Kevin, like even when he's injured or hurt, he's always going to do something to push the limits, to try to get himself back, to try to get himself better. He did start off, didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but, over a period of time in the course of a game, more often than not, he's going to get himself going. And, he did a lot of really, really good things tonight. He passed the ball. Same thing with Russell. I thought they were very, very aggressive with Russell and Kevin in pick and rolls. I thought that those 2 guys did a good job trying to find people and move the ball. Overall, Kevin, I'm sure, getting back into his rhythm coming off the injury. This was a good game, I think, for him to do that.
Dean Blevins, News 9. Coach, one of your best first halves in the season?
Well, I thought it was a little bit of a catch-22 because our defensive numbers looked unbelievable in the first half. I did think we did a much better job defense. We did a good job, but we got a little bit too loose at different points in that first half, and we gave up some open shots that they did not make. They missed some shots. But overall, we were able to bounce back and sustain a level of intensity there. I thought we got really sloppy offensively in the third quarter. I think we had 8 turnovers in that quarter. That was not a great quarter offensively. Memphis, I thought, tried to turn up their heat, their pressure. They tried to play a little bit more physical. We were in the bonus early. I thought we really had an opportunity to open up the game. I think we had 3 or 4 stops there in a row, and we must have had 2 or 3 turnovers on the break, which kind of allowed them to hang around. But I thought overall, like I said, our concentration, our focus, and Memphis is a good team. They got good players, and for us to have a 20-point lead, you knew at some point they were going to make some runs at different points in time in the game.
Myron Patton Fox, 25. What do you think of your passing of the ball, the second quarter in particular? As I noted, like at 4-12, you were up 15. Kevin was only 2 of 10, but you had like 12 assists on 20 buckets, field goals.
Yeah, again, I think it starts with Kevin and Russell. Those 2 guys do a great job. I thought it carried over to Dion tonight, moving and passing the basketball. I think Kevin and Russell are always looking and trying to find people. And I think I said it before the game. I think Royce asked me this about player efficiency. When you have two people jumping out and jumping on the ball like that, it's going to leave something open. I think some of our turnovers were due in that third quarter because of unselfishness. Kevin tried to throw a long pass to get Andre a dunk. It kind of went out of bounds. Russell tried to skip one to somebody. It was a turnover, but it was right intentions. But I think when we're moving the ball like that and we get it from one side to the other, like we did many times, it makes us a much, much more efficient team offensively.
Nick Gallo, OKCThunder.com. You'd mentioned Dion off the top. When he came in and provided, 2 or 3 assists right there, he was kind of just in the mix on rebounds. That was that time at the end of the first quarter, which has at sometimes been problematic, but he was great in that spot. Is this a good, positive reinforcement for him to see that when he plays this way in kind of an all-around way, it can make a huge impact on how that goes?
I just find with shooting, the more you focus on it when you're in maybe a little bit of slump, you're not shooting, I think sometimes the worst it can get. I think you got to find a way to get lost in the game, so to speak, and just play the game. And I thought Dion, instead of worrying about his shot or, is it going, not going, let me see, am I going to make some, he just played the game. I thought he was really engaged and locked in of just playing basketball. And he made the right plays, he made the right decisions. I think what really got him going was the first play that he did score. He got a drive to the rim and he finished, and I think that probably got him going a little bit. But I thought he was timely and efficient in terms of when he tried to attack. He had one bad play where in the third quarter he tried to split and he got turned. But outside of that, I thought he was really, really good tonight. And he played, really kept, I thought, a good focus on both ends of the court and really played the right way. And that was my point before the game started, is he's got to shift his focus, he's got to shift his focus to the things that he knows he has control over. He has control over making the extra pass. He has control over defending. He has a control over getting into the paint. What he may not have control over is the ball going in the basket. And when you don't have control over something, the more you think about something and you try to will it, sometimes it becomes more challenging.
He had that one play, there's 4 seconds on the shot clock, and he still manufactured something free for Cameron. What were your thoughts about that?
Yeah, that's what he did. He got into the lane, he couldn't get off a shot, and he found Cameron, and he got Cameron a good look. He did that many times. He really moved the ball and created some opportunities for some other guys. And that stuff's just as valuable as him putting the ball in the basket. And I think if he can keep his focus on the things that he can control, because I think the things you can't control a lot of times become the most frustrating things, because you get frustrated because you can't control it and you're wanting something to happen and it's not happening. But there's other things he can control and do a great job with, and I thought those were some of the things he did tonight.
How does it change what you do as a coach when your bench comes in and shoots the way they do? 8 for 10 to start. I think they had 21 points at halftime.
Well, they did a good job. And again, I think Dion, I think Cameron, Anthony, Ennis, all those guys, we moved the basketball. And again, like I said this before, sometimes when our bench is not scoring, sometimes you have to look at what kind of shots you're generating. If we're generating good shots and we're getting good looks, that helps our team. And I thought our ball movement in that second quarter, to your point there, the end of the first through the part of that second there, those guys did a great job. They stepped up and they did a really, really good job sharing the ball, playing together, and they also did a good job defensively.
Dean Blevins, News 9. Campaign had another productive night for you, Coach. By the time the playoffs get here, what do you see from him in terms of his contributions, and what does he need to do to reach the level that you think he should by the playoffs?
Well, I thought tonight was a really good learning experience for him tonight going against Chalmers. I mean, Chalmers is a veteran, experienced guard who's been in a lot of situations and a lot of deep playoff runs, and playing with Miami and the success they've had, championships. His experience, I think Cameron will learn a lot from this. Where he's going to be later in the year, it's hard to say. We just have to, as a staff, I think, try to continually help him grow. And that's not to sit there and say that, a guy like DJ couldn't be a factor either. I got a lot of confidence in these guys, and these guys have been consummate professionals, even when they haven't been in the rotation, keeping themselves ready. So I don't want to, I do feel like giving Cameron an opportunity to grow and develop over a period of time is important to him. But, you don't know what could happen. There's injuries. There's different things that could take place during the course of the season. I think it's important not only Cameron, but our whole bench and roster stay ready.
What in particular worked for you defensively? Did you like the challenge of going up against their bigs? You guys were really solid tonight.
Yeah, it's always fun. We have a history with them, and just give me a good challenge, really. But all we did, me and Serge, we play together so much that we just try and I just try and force them towards him so he could do his thing. Yeah.
How good is it to get Kevin to come back in his first game? I know he only missed one, but he has a problem with the foot, and he comes out and has 17 rebounds.
Yeah, he stole them all off me, but it's fine. No, it's always good, eh? Seeing a teammate back out there, and yeah, it's like it never left. You know what I mean?
You enjoyed that no-look pass you had to Andre?
Pardon?
That no-look pass you had to Andre, you enjoy that?
Yeah, enjoyed it a bit too much, honestly. I need to simmer down, but yeah, that was good, mate. It's the little things.
Steve, is this a classic example of you guys doing your work early? It seemed like you and Serge and Nick and everybody were pushing those guys off their spots throughout the game.
Yeah, that's one of the main things that we try and do is just get them off their sweet spots and let them try and make moves that they ain't really comfortable making, and yeah, just go from there really.
Heard you say non-paint twos before. Is that something that you go into games with a mindset to keep guys out of paint, keep guys from scoring those non-paint twos? Yeah,
as long as it's not, they don't get anything layups at the rim, then that's all we got to do. Like, we're just trying to make them take jump shots. Fadeaway jump shots is the best thing that defensively that we can make them take. So that's all we're really trying to do. Yeah, secret.
Dion had an outstanding game. What does that add to your overall effectiveness as a club when you get that from him?
It was good, man. I think I did a good job of attacking, staying aggressive, playing the way he's supposed to play, and did a good job tonight.
What was the key in your mind to the defensive effort?
Being physical. Thought we did a good job of limiting it to one shot, getting out of the break, and using our athleticism to our advantage.
You got the Euro step, and then you gave everybody the instant replay of it afterwards. Take us through that play.
It's just some Euro, I get lucky from time to time, so.
Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams, and Billy Donovan, the Thunder with the win over Memphis. And they will head out on the road now for a 3-game West Coast swing with some big games out that way. And then they'll be back here at the Peak in a few days to continue home basketball games here. But they've bounced back from that loss to Sacramento and look good against Memphis. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated at InsideThunder.com.